Now we are going to discuss about another concept is called as extra chromosomal inheritance or extra nuclear inheritance or cytoplasmic inheritance. All are same. What do you mean? Usually, the genes inheritance will be determined by the genes which are present in the nucleus. It is usually happen. This is follow Mendelian law. But what I am going to discuss today now, it is entirely different from Mendelian law. That means this is not Mendelian law inheritance. Now we are going to discuss about what do you call extra chromosomal inheritance or extra nuclear inheritance or cytoplasmic inheritance. What do you mean? Usually, if you see a cell, inside the cell there is a nucleus is present. Inside the nucleus chromosome or chromatin material is present. Inside the chromosome genes are present. That is determined inheritance or hereditary character. This is called by Mendelian law. So apart from this nucleus, some of the nucleus also present in the cytoplasmic organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast and some other organelles, especially chloroplast and mitochondria. These are also having DNA. Sometimes these DNA or chromosome or gene which are present in the chloroplast and mitochondria are also influenced in the inheritance. Such a type of inheritance are called as extra chromosomal inheritance or non-nuclear inheritance. That means this is the inheritance which takes place without involving of this nucleus, but this is depending upon the cytoplasmic gene. That is called the gene which are present in the chromosome, the gene which are present in the chloroplast as well as mitochondria. It is not only determined by the genes which are present in the nucleus, but also these are also determined by the genes which are present in the chloroplast as well as mitochondria. These are present in the cytoplasm. That is why these are called as cytoplasmic inheritance. And moreover, these are present away from the nucleus. These are away from the chromosome. That is why these are also called as extra chromosomal inheritance or extra nuclear inheritance. Now, we shall discuss about chloroplast inheritance. What is chloroplast inheritance? This has been explained in a plant like 4 o'clock plant, Mirabilis jalapa. The Mirabilis jalapa, that means 4 o'clock plant is having two different types of plant. One is light pale green leaved plants. That means leaves are variegated with light chlorophyll. That means less amount of chlorophyll is present. These plants are being very light color. That means pale green leaved plant. Another type of plant is also there, dark green leaved plant. That means these have a rich amount of chloroplast. So dark green leaved plant as well as light green leaved plants are there in 4 o'clock plant. That is called Mirabilis jalapa. So this is entirely different from Mendelian law. So we shall go through it, how it is away from Mendelian law. Now we can class a pale green leaved plant of male plant. That means pollen grain from light green plant is dipped on the stigma of dark green plant. That means light color plant is male, dark color plant is female. Then the F1 generation all are dark green leaved plants. Are you clear? So these are parent. This is male parent, light color. This is dark plant. This is female parent. When you cross, we will get in the F1 generation completely dark green plants will be produced. But if you see reciprocal means if we exchange the parent, that means dark green male plant, here light green male plant, here dark green male plant is crossed with pale green leaved plant of female. Then the F1 generation we can get pale green leaved plant. It is entirely different from Mendelian law because already you might have studied about the reciprocal cross. F1 generation, even the parents are exchanged. Male parent as a female parent or female parent as a male parent. In reciprocal cross, the F1 generation remain changed. The F1 generation might not be changed. That is Mendelian law. But in chloroplast inheritance, it is entirely changed. Here, what is present in the female plant, the same characteristic is inherited. How? That means, in female plant ovule, the ovule is having chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast DNA are there. That DNA present on the chloroplast of ovule are inherited. In male plant, if you see, the DNA which are present in the nucleus will be involved. So both are involved, but the inheritance is which are present in the chloroplast. That is why it is called chloroplast inheritance. It is called a cytoplasmic inheritance. Here also the same. That means which characteristic features are inherited. So here the DNA which are present in the nucleus is not inherited. The DNA which are present in the chloroplast ovum. So ovum of these light green colored plant which are having the chloroplast, that chloroplast DNA only inherited. That is why these are pale green leaf plant. So what is a female plant is having in their parent, that characteristic features, that trait will be inherited. This is called chloroplast inheritance. So this inheritance is done by cytoplasm, especially the chloroplast. That is why this will be considered cytoplasmic inheritance, or this will be considered extra chromosomal inheritance, or this will be considered extra nuclear inheritance. This is also called as chloroplast inheritance. This is very, very important. 5 mark question, or even they may ask in 3 mark question as well. Similarly, in mitochondria is also can able to do what? Inheritance. So this is also extra chromosomal or extra nuclear or cytoplasmic inheritance. Here the inheritance takes place in chloroplast. Here inheritance takes place in mitochondria. But the concept is somewhat complicated than chloroplast. Here you should understand about both cytoplasm as well as nucleus. In this mitochondrial inheritance, both nucleus which are present in the cytoplasm and also the nucleus which are present in the mitochondria, both are simultaneously inherited. Both are involved, but mitochondrial DNA will be doing major role. That is why this is called as mitochondrial inheritance. For example, we can see with the checkerboard or cross. See here, there are 2 different types of cytoplasms are there in the plant like sorghum. Sorghum means, this is sorghum vulgare. It is pearl millet. In Tamil we can call cholam. It is not makka cholam, it is cholam, a small pearl millet. So here, in this sorghum plant, there are 2 types of cytoplasm. One is normal fertile cytoplasm. Another cytoplasm is also there, sterile cytoplasm. So the cytoplasm is having 2 different types of cytoplasm. Then the nucleus is having special type of DNA, RF DNA. What is RF? RF means restore fertility. So restore fertility gene, if it is being dominant, it will be influenced. If it is being recessive, they cannot be influenced. So but the gene is restore fertility gene. So these restore fertility gene, even though they are present in the nucleus, but the cytoplasm as well as nuclear DNA are combined together to influence this inheritance. Now we shall discuss in detail. See here, this is normal cytoplasm and is having a recessive restore fertile gene which are present in the nucleus. So this is a gene which are present in the nucleus. This is a gene which is present in the cytoplasm. It is indicated by nucleus. This is indicated by cytoplasm. So the outer is cytoplasm, center is nucleus. So nucleus having restore fertility gene. Outer cytoplasm is having normal gene. normal cytoplasm. Another parent, suppose imagine this is male, this is female. Female is having sterile cytoplasm and also having restore fertility gene, dominant gene. Only dominant gene, if it is available, they can influence. Okay, come to mind. If it is cross, they can produce a sterile, that means this cytoplasm, sterile cytoplasm and restore fertility gene. The restore fertility gene is being in nucleus, the sterile cytoplasm is there in cytoplasm. But even though this is sterile, it has become fertile. Why? How? Because restore fertility gene which are present in the nucleus will make this sterile cytoplasm to make this fertile male restorer. That means this is fertile. Even though the sterile cytoplasm is there, what happened? It has become fertile because of the restore fertile gene. The restore fertile gene alone cannot able to influence. The restore fertile gene can influence only along with the cytoplasm is sterile. So sterile cytoplasm or normal cytoplasm, whether the plant is fertile or sterile, will be determined by both cytoplasm as well as nucleus. What is the condition? If dominant gene, restore fertile gene is there, then the gene can influence to make fertile. Even the cytoplasm is sterile. But on the other hand here, in this condition, this is normal cytoplasm, recessive gene. This is sterile cytoplasm. It is given dominant gene, it is not dominant gene. It is also small r, small r. You can consider small r. So what happened? Here also small r, here also small r, but here capital R. Here dominant gene. See, same type of cross. Male, fertile, normal cytoplasm with recessive gene. Here also the same, but here the sterile female with restore fertility gene is present in the nucleus. But this diagram is wrong. Understand? Here small r. That means here also a recessive restore fertility gene is there. That means if they are cross here, it is small r. Here sterile. So the plant becomes sterile. Here the plant becomes fertile because restore fertility gene is present in the nucleus. Combined with sterility, it is neutralized the cytoplasm. But the cytoplasm is influenced here because there is no gene in the nucleus. That means restore fertility gene is not there. That means recessive gene is present in the nucleus. Hence, the sterile cytoplasm is influenced. So the sterile cytoplasm may cause this plant is sterile. That means sterile male plant will be formed. So these are genetical representation. Simple formation, if you see a plant with normal cytoplasm and the plant with aberrant cytoplasm, that means sterile female. If we cross, we will get F1 male sterile. Here in this class, a plant with aberrant cytoplasm, that means they cannot be male. It is not possible. Aberrant cytoplasm is not possible in male. So there is no process possible. Plant with normal cytoplasm can be fertile. So such a type of, what do you call it? Mitochondrial male sterility may be occur. This is completely controlled by cytoplasm. Even though the nuclear gene is also influenced, but also the sterile cytoplasm which are present in the cytoplasm which are also influenced to make sterile. This is called male sterility. The male sterility in mitochondrial inheritance. Now we shall see about atavism. What is atavism? Atavism is a modification of biological structure whereby the ancestor trait is reappear after having been lost through evolutionary changes in very previous generation. What do you mean? Certain characteristic features are available in certain generation. After certain period, the particular character has been lost, or particular traits have been lost. Once again, after few generations later, it is reappear again. This is called atavism. You might have seen a movie, it's called Ela Marivu. This is based on this atavism. So what do you mean by atavism? Some of the genetical character have been lost, but phenotypically it might be missed, but genotypically it might not be missed completely. This might be available inside, but in inactive position, inactive condition, but the gene is being there. But this gene will be reappear again after generation, after few generation. This reappearance of this previous generation trait is called as atavism. So, atavism is a modification of biological structure whereby the ancestral trait reappear after having been lost through evolutionary changes in the previous generation. That's all about atavism. Now we are going to see one more concept that is called as pleiotropy. Just now we have seen about polygenic inheritance. In polygenic inheritance means many genes are influencing a single trait. Pleiotropy is entirely different. A single gene which is influencing many traits. This is called as pleiotropy. For example, a single gene which may be influenced, according to Great John Mendel, in Pisum sativum plant. So there is a gene is determining, there is a gene is influencing three different characters, three different traits. For example, purple color, brown seeds, or dark spots present on the axil leaves, which are dominant gene, which are contrast with white color flower with light color seed without dark spot on axil. That means three different traits are completely influenced by a single gene. So this is called pleiotropy. So pleiotropy is defined as a single gene which is influenced multiple traits is called as pleiotropy.